all been there, right? You wander into the kitchen or maybe your bedroom, and suddenly you're just standing there, empty-handed. Your mind goes utterly blank. Why did I even come in here? What on earth was I looking for? I know I've done it countless times. Or perhaps it's a name, someone you know, someone whose face is so familiar, and their name is just gone, right on the tip of your tongue, a whisper away, but completely out of reach. It's frustrating, isn't it? It can even feel a little unsettling, like your brain is playing hide and seek with your own thoughts. These moments are incredibly common, friend, much more common than you might think, especially as we gather a few more years under our belt. But here's the honest truth, my dear. This doesn't have to be your new normal. You don't have to simply shrug and accept it. Today, we're going to flip that script entirely. We're talking about simple, straightforward little adventures you can weave into your day. Things that demand just minutes of your time, but offer real, undeniable sparks to your memory. Forget those complicated brain aims or expensive apps. We're getting back to what truly works, to what feels good and natural. Let's make those blank out moments fewer, fainter, and much farther between. Listen, a lot of us secretly worry that these little memory hiccups spell something serious. We jump to the worst conclusions, don't we? But often, it's just that our amazing brains, these incredible organs, get a bit, well, bored. They're not broken, they're just underused. Our brains absolutely thrive on novelty, on challenge, on having to actually flex a little. Imagine your brain like a beloved garden. If you never tend to it, never plant anything new, never give it a little work, things get overgrown or just quiet. It needs a good, regular tending. But don't picture a grueling gym session, please. We're talking about a genuinely fun, engaging kind of mental workout. We're talking about simple shifts in your daily rhythm that won't feel like a chore at all. Just 10 minutes, perhaps even less, can begin to wake up those sleepy memory pathways like a gentle morning sunbeam. These aren't dusty academic drills. These are small, playful nudges to how you experience the world around you. They're real-life brain sparks, woven right into your day, crafted to keep your mind sharp and agile without any fancy gadgets or intimidating technology. Let's be deeply real for a moment. Sharpening your recall isn't just about remembering where you left your car keys or the name of that actor in the old movie. It reaches so much deeper than that. Vibrant memory is truly about the richness of your life itself. It's about being able to pull up treasured stories, share hearty laughs that bring tears to your eyes, and feel truly, profoundly connected to the people you love. I remember my own grandmother. She always treasured being able to recount family tales, sharp as a tack, her eyes twinkling. It's about feeling truly sharp, confident in your own skin, and utterly in control of your own day. It means being fully present when your grandkids bubble over with their latest adventure, soaking in every single detail. It's about effortlessly recalling a special anniversary or a friend's most hilarious joke at just the right moment. These little mental journeys we're about to explore, they don't just help you remember facts, they set off beautiful ripples. Ripples of crystal clarity, a keener focus, and a profound, quiet joy in your everyday existence. It's about so much more than just remembering, it's about absolutely thriving. Okay, let's jump into our first simple brain spark. This one is all about sharpening your visual recall, and you can do it right in your own cozy home. It's playfully called the What's Missing game. The whole idea here is to truly see your environment, not just let your eyes skim over it like reading a grocery list. For instance, right now, take a good, long look around your living room. Really soak it in. Notice specific objects, the stack of magazines resting on the coffee table, that small ceramic sculpture on the mantelpiece, the unique pattern on your throw pillow. Pay attention to their exact spot, their color, their texture. Now, here's the fun twist. Either gently close your eyes for a full minute or step out of the room for a moment. If you live with someone, you can even ask them to subtly move or hide just one item. The key is subtlety. Don't make it a glaring change. Then, when you come back, pause. What's different? What's suddenly not where it should be? Your remote might have shifted from the armrest to under a cushion, or a favorite small photo frame might have been quietly turned around. This tiny game forces your brain to pay attention to details it usually glosses over, like a detective noticing a misplaced clue. It's a fantastic, low-effort way to truly train your observational skills and build a stronger visual memory. Try. Choose 5 small, unrelated items on your kitchen counter or a shelf. Gaze at them intently for 30 seconds, really trying to etch their order and appearance into your mind. Then close your eyes. Can you list all 5 items precisely in the order you saw them? This next mental adventure is a fun little brain bender that specifically targets how you process sounds and words. We call it backwards talk. Here's how you play. Pick any short, simple word, maybe table or hello or chair. Now try to say it backwards in your head, or even out loud if you're alone and want a good chuckle. For example, chair becomes reacy. Table magically transforms into elbitat. It sounds incredibly simple, doesn't it? But your brain actually has to work quite hard to isolate each individual sound within the word and then meticulously reverse its order. It's like deconstructing a Lego model and then rebuilding it in reverse. Start with easy 3-letter words. Once that feels comfortable, move to 4-letter words. When you're feeling bold, even try short, simple sentences. I am well becomes Lelma I. This isn't about perfect pronunciation, it's about the wonderful mental gymnastics happening behind the scenes. This exercise forces your brain to break down familiar sounds and then resequence them in a completely new way, activating different parts of your language centers. It's a surprisingly tough and engaging mental stretch that keeps those verbal pathways active and agile without needing any special equipment, just your own voice and clever mind. Try. Pick a word you see right now, maybe clock. Mentally reverse it to caulk. Then challenge yourself with a slightly longer word like water. Our daily routines, as comfortable as they are, can sometimes make us feel a little numb to our surroundings. This next invigorating activity, the sensory memory walk, is all about shaking that off and waking up all your senses, not just your sight. Next time you take a stroll around your block, or even just walk from your living room to your kitchen, don't just see things. Actively, deliberately notice everything around you. Really lean into the experience. What distinct smells reach you? Is it the faint, sweet scent of freshly cut grass, or the rich, comforting aroma of coffee brewing from a neighbor's window? What do you feel? The unexpected warmth of the sun on your skin, or the cool, smooth texture of the linoleum underfoot? What distinct sounds do you hear? The distant, hopeful chirping of a bird, or the subtle, steady hum of your refrigerator? The crunch of leaves or gravel beneath your shoes? Later, when you're settled back down, take a quiet moment to recall 3 specific sensory details from that short journey. Don't just settle for, I saw a tree. Instead, recall, I clearly saw the jagged bark on the old oak tree, distinctly heard a robin singing a cheerful tune nearby, and smelled the damp, earthy fragrance after a light rain. This practice doesn't just sharpen your observational skills, it helps your brain forge stronger, richer, multi-layered memories because it's engaging so many different pathways at once. Try. Take a short, intentional walk to your mailbox or just to the end of your driveway. Focus on just 3 distinct sounds you hear along the way. Later, try to recall and describe each one in detail. Our brains absolutely adore novelty. They practically hum with excitement when they get to do things differently, even in the smallest of ways. This next clever tip, which I call the new skill twist, is about introducing tiny, slightly awkward challenges into your routine to build brand new neural pathways, like forging new little roads in your brain. It's wonderfully simple. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand, just for 1 minute. Or try buttoning your shirt or stirring your coffee with your other hand. I promise you, it will feel clumsy, awkward, maybe even a little silly. Honestly, the first time I tried brushing my teeth with my left hand, I nearly poked my eye out. But that's precisely the point, friend. Your brain has to work harder. It has to consciously build new connections, new pathways, to accomplish a task that usually happens on autopilot without a second thought. It's not about suddenly mastering these actions with your non-dominant hand. It's about the sheer effort involved in learning and adapting. That focused effort is pure brain food, stimulating growth. Here's another idea. Next time you need to go to the grocery store or visit a friend's house, take a slightly different route, even if it's just one or two different turns. Breaking the routine, even slightly, wakes up your navigation and planning centers in a refreshing way. Try. Stir your coffee or tea with your non-dominant hand. Simply notice how it feels, how your brain protests then adapts, and the slight shift in your focus. Our brains are truly incredible storytellers, and they remember vivid, unusual connections far, far better than they remember isolated facts. This engaging activity, the story chain with objects, cleverly taps into that natural, imaginative ability. Look around wherever you are right now. Pick 3 completely random, unrelated objects, perhaps a book, a television remote, and a pen. Now, here's the fun, creative part. Weave a tiny, silly, even outlandish story that connects all 3 of them. For example, the big, dusty book fell open to a page about space, and right there, hiding between the pages, was a tiny silver remote control that, when pressed, launched a miniature rocket ship made entirely out of a sparkly blue pen. The more bizarre, vivid, and even slightly ridiculous a story, the better your brain will remember those objects. Why? Because unusual connections grab attention and are more easily recalled than mundane ones. It forces your mind to create associations where none naturally existed, strengthening both your creative thinking and your associative memory. You can even use this brilliant trick for your grocery list. Link milk, bread, and eggs into a bizarre, unforgettable scenario in your head. Try. Pick any 2 objects you can see from where you were sitting or standing. Create a quick, silly sentence or tiny story that links them together in your mind. This next brain boost, which I call mapping your day, is absolutely fantastic for strengthening your spatial memory and your ability to recall sequences of events. It's something you can do quietly anytime you have a few peaceful minutes. After you get home from running an errand, like a quick trip to the store or a visit to a friend's house, simply sit down for a moment. Close your eyes if you feel like it, to really shut out distractions. Now, mentally walk yourself through the entire trip, from the very moment you left your front door to the second you walked back in. Reconstruct it piece by piece in your mind. Picture every turn you made, every stop sign you paused at, every store you passed by. Try to recall the smaller, richer details. Did you notice the color of the car next to you at the traffic light? Was there a particular kind of music playing softly in the pharmacy? This isn't just about remembering the physical route. It's about actively engaging your brain to retrieve and replay the full sequence of events and all the sensory information from that experience. It's like a delightful mental scavenger hunt through your own recent past, building your ability to organize and retrieve memories. Try. Mentally retrace your steps from the moment you woke up until right now. How many specific details can you recall about each room you visited, each task you completed, or each person you saw? Often, our minds slip into autopilot, especially when we're in familiar places. This next powerful technique, the unexpected detail detective, is designed to sharpen your attention and observational skills, which are, frankly, crucial for remembering anything at all. When you're out and about, whether it's a quiet afternoon at the park, a quick run to the grocery store, or just walking down your own street, deliberately look for something unusual, something that genuinely stands out from the ordinary, that breaks the pattern. Maybe it's a bright pink bird in a city park where you usually only see pigeons, unless you live somewhere truly tropical, of course. Perhaps it's a person wearing a heavy winter coat on a surprisingly warm day, or a car with a truly bizarre, eye-catching bumper sticker. The goal isn't to judge or stare, but to actively seek out that anomaly. This forces your brain out of its usual routine scanning mode into a more focused, attentive state. Later, try to recall the oddity you spotted. Describe it in detail to yourself. What made it unusual? This consistent practice builds what I like to call your attention muscle, which is incredibly important for even laying down new memories in the first place. You can't remember what you didn't truly notice. Try. When you step outside, pick one small, unusual thing you wouldn't normally notice. Perhaps a unique pattern on a sidewalk crack, a peculiar cloud shape, or a strange color on a distant building. While those mental activities are incredibly powerful, keeping your memory sharp isn't just about structured exercises. It's also about building tiny, high-leverage habits into your daily life, habits that become second nature. These aren't just for your body, they're truly fantastic for your brain, too. Let's start with staying well hydrated. Your amazing brain is mostly water, and even slight dehydration can actually slow down your thinking, making you feel foggy and a bit sluggish. So don't wait until you're parched to drink. Sip water consistently throughout your day. Your brain will absolutely thank you with clearer thoughts. Next, something I called change-up naps. If you're someone who enjoys a little nap, try changing up your routine sometimes. Nap in a different room, or even in a different comfy chair. Small shifts like this, even to something as simple as a nap, can gently wake up dormant parts of your brain that might be too accustomed to the same old patterns. Then, how about we add some zest to your plate? Turmeric, that golden spice common in many kitchens, contains a compound called curcumin. Many people find it a quiet yet powerful brain ally. To help your body absorb it better, always sprinkle a little black pepper with it. It's easy to add to scrambled eggs, a hearty soup, or even a warm, comforting drink. Also, cultivate the power of the pause. Before you react to something or jump headfirst into your next task, take just one deep, mindful breath. This tiny, deliberate pause helps you engage your brain's executive function, that clever part that plans, organizes, and makes thoughtful decisions, rather than simply reacting on impulse. It builds wonderful mental discipline over time. Finally, embrace gentle movement. You don't need to become an Olympic athlete. Even a gentle walk for 15 to 20 minutes a few times a week works wonders. It helps blood flow freely to your brain, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients that keep it humming. A comfortable stroll is absolutely perfect. Remember, always stop if you feel any pain. And of course, always talk to your clinician if you have heart, balance, or joint issues before starting any new movement routine. These small, consistent habits, woven together, add up to a truly significant impact on your overall brain health. So, there you have it, friend. No magic pills, no complicated apps that demand hours of your precious time, and certainly no expensive gadgets. Just simple, practical little adventures and wise habits you can easily weave into your everyday life. These are tiny shifts in how you interact with your world, but they pack a truly powerful punch when it comes to keeping your memory sharp, your mind vibrant, and your spirit agile. Pick just one of these little sparks. Try it for a week. Truly engage with it. See what subtle changes begin to unfold. You might be genuinely surprised at how quickly you start to feel a difference. Remember, consistency is your greatest ally, just like watering a cherished plant. Small sips often are far better than one sudden drenching. You truly, deeply have the power within you to keep your mind sharp, vibrant, and fully engaged for all the beautiful years to come. Start now. Your future self, the one who remembers all the stories and smiles, will absolutely thank you. By the way, if you're also thinking about how the food we eat impacts our health, we've got a video coming up that you won't want to miss. It's called 5 Processed Meats to Rethink After 60 and 5 Protein Alternatives. Make sure you tap the card on your screen to catch it.